Welcome back to Movies TV Mad, and of course you can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad, and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Doctor Who Daily. Yes, it's official. I can tell you this, and you probably already know this, and most people already know this, but I've had it confirmed to me that Vinder replaced Captain Jack Harkness. Jacob Anderson replaced John Barrowman. But the question I'm asking today, should he have? Now, we've discussed this, I think, before, and I've spoken about it on Twitter. I've had different opinions at different times about this because I wasn't sure how to feel about this. John Barrowman was a hero to me in the Russell T Davies era, and when Torchwood was active, he seemed like a great, fun guy out there. Maybe a bit too much energy for his own good, and I think that's John's problem sometimes. When he gets on a set, he wants to bring up the atmosphere, and I think sometimes it goes wrong. So the John Barrowman cancellation came very quickly as it was revealed what Noel Clarke was doing to his female talent on his projects. And you know what Noel was accused of, and all I can say is allege, but what Noel's accused of is basically it's unforgivable, and he needs to go and get the help that he needs, and he needs to go to those women for forgiveness, and if they forgive him, I'm happy to forgive him, and he can come back, but he has to be a better person, because what he's accused of isn't good. As I say, we have no evidence of it. So quickly after, it was revealed, I think this is what happened, I don't know the details, but I think what happened was that John was running around basically naked and other stuff, right? Now for John, let me try and clarify what kind of person John is. John running around naked and doing silly things with, you know what, is all part of his humour. But at the end of the day, this is kind of the kind of humour that I used to get when I used to go in the showers after PE at school, and it does not make you feel good. Now, we've been told by Julie Gardner, the media have been told by Julie Gardner a long time ago that there were incidents with John. She got complaints and John got a warning, and then he didn't do it again. So basically he's been cancelled for something he was already told off by his boss and didn't do it anymore. So this is why this cancellation, and the extreme left always deny cancel culture. I bet Hitler used to deny he was a fucking Nazi back in the 30s and 40s, right? You can't deny cancel culture. It's there, it's real, it happens. If someone's revealed to have said one wrong thing or bad thing, and I mean what's wrong and what's bad, that's different people's different points of views, right? Anyway, but cancel culture is there, and John was cancelled. And he basically, because, at the end of the day, Chris Chibnall loves him and wanted to keep on bringing him back to his era of Doctor Who, and it was good. I remember last year in season 12 when he appeared, surprisingly. Well, it wasn't a surprise because everyone kind of knew about it, but it was good to see him again, wasn't it? Now, he doesn't really have the chemistry with Jodie Whittaker he had with the other two previous Doctor Who actors, but that could have been worked on. So he was supposed to come back. He came back for the New Year's Day special, the seasonal special as we call it now. Not allowed to mention Christmas because that's offensive. So, yeah, he came back for the seasonal special. The ending of that, when he left and he wasn't even there face to face at the end with the Doctor, was fucking weird. Typical Chris Chibnall, I'm afraid. I don't hate Chris Chibnall, and I don't hate everything he does, by the way. This is not a vendetta, just so everyone understands, if you're new to the channel and to the Doctor Who Daily. And so, yeah, he was going to appear in Doctor Who Flux, but then they swapped him for Jacob Anderson's Rinder. So Rinder is supposed to be this younger version of Captain Jack. He's not Captain Jack, but he's a similar character. But from what I've seen off the bat, if you swap one for the other, I mean, Jacob's character doesn't really seem to even have a heartbeat, doesn't really crack a joke. I know we've only just seen him. Hopefully he's a bit more full of life when he's got people around him. He's going to be spending time with Yaz. Maybe he can cheer her up as well, because she always looks like she needs cheering up, doesn't she, old Yaz? But anyway, it'll be an interesting kind of dynamic between those two. So obviously Captain Jack and Yaz would have been on a separate mission on their own. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Vinder, and to see what Captain Jack would have been doing, because he's pretty much just swapped one actor for the other, given him a new character name, and that's basically what Captain Jack would have been doing. But should John of being cancelled for this? No, because he was punished. He was punished. He did something utterly stupid. It is stupid. You can't be doing that. But at the end of the day, you've got to look around. Basically, it's like people who have pet dogs, and you go around their house and they force them in your face, and you're scared of dogs and you have to pretend you like them. It's like that. Someone running around naked doing stupid shit may be fun for you. It may be something that you do in the privacy of your own home with your people, but you can't be doing that around, at the workplace. But John doesn't fall in there. John thinks it's funny, he thinks it's banter. So he had to be told that it's not banter. Of course it's not fucking banter. And John should have known that. I can't get the images out of my head now. And believe you me, they're not good images. But at the end of the day, he did a stupid, bad, I don't know, but stupid thing that he should have known better. He was told off by his bosses. And that was the end. He never did it again. He got it. Because one thing I can say about John is that he loves Captain Jack. He loved being in Torchwood and he loved appearing in Doctor Who. And he was great. We all loved him. So I think he's willing to do more. And I think even the Big Finish stuff, even the panels he was doing and things like that. I don't think the BBC wanted to cancel John. I don't think it's about that. I think it's due to public pressure. They have to look like, because it's in the public environment now, in the public arena, they have to look like that they don't accept what he did, even though he's already been told off for it. So he will be back. I think he might even be back next year for the trilogy, because I think slowly John's getting work again, and I think that's cool. Although he was cancelled from one ITV series, was it Dancing on Ice? Isn't he a judge on there? Well, not anymore. But he's doing something else for ITV. I think John may be back next year for the final trilogy of Jodie's era. I hope so anyway. But if not, Russell doesn't give a shit. This is the beauty of Badwell Productions and Russell, taking control from the BBC, creative control of Doctor Who from the BBC. It's great. They won't have any say in what happens in Doctor Who. As I've said before, they'll just be collecting the money. So if Russell wants to bring John Barrowman back, he will. And he will bring John Barrowman back. And he will bring Murray Gold back, because that's the people Russell wants to work with. Russell will work with the people he feels comfortable with. And that's fine. So I'm sure Captain Jack will be back. Eventually, hopefully, we get more Torchwood. He's going to rebuild the franchise again. It's going to take time, by the way, because everything that Russell built, and this is what I never liked about the Stephen Moffat era, and there's lots of things I love about Stephen Moffat as a creative. His vast imagination, he's great, but he tore down everything that Russell did. And that was dumb, that was stupid, that was thick. Let me tell you why. Even if you want to create your own thing, you don't tear down what Russell did, because it made sense. But he did that, and he ruined it in a lot of ways, because what he did was vast and great in the first couple of seasons, but even he started running out of ideas. So tearing down what Russell did wasn't a great idea, and I never liked that he just said, right, that's gone, and it's all different now, it's me, and I'm going to change things all the time. Yeah, Doctor Who is an ever-changing universe, but Jesus Christ, keep some fucking consistency, please, Stephen. So that was a mistake. So, yeah, Russell, if he wants to, and I think he does, will bring John Barrowman back, because I think ultimately John Barrowman did a thing that I can't approve of, but at the end of the day, it's done, it's in the past, nobody was truly hurt over it, he shouldn't have done it, he was told off. The BBC and the entertainment industry want to look like, because they love optics, want to look like they don't approve of what he did. They don't really give a shit, but they've got to look like, they've got to play the game. So he's been a naughty boy, he's been on the naughty step, and he'll be back, because Captain Jack is awesome. I suppose the problem with him is he's getting older, but of course I think that Captain Jack, even though he's immortal, does age, because he did ask the Doctor that once, and the Doctor didn't really know. Captain Jack goes, I'm getting a few grey hairs, but then they realise he may be, and I'm never going to admit to this definitely, he may be the face of Bo. And I'd like to see that, but obviously you don't really want to see a series where he's the face of Bo, because he's not Captain Jack anymore. So that's kind of the flaws in that theory. He could have just had the nickname and not actually become the face of Bo. It'll be interesting, now Russell's back, if he'll ever kind of explain that to us. Not everything has to be explained. It would be fun to have it explained though. And finally, I'd just like to say this. No, John shouldn't have been cancelled. It was wrong. As I say, he did a bad thing. it was punished. A lot of you are not going to agree with me, but instead of unsubscribing and being shitty to me, just give me your reasons why you disagree with me. We don't have to be enemies because we disagree. We both love Doctor Who, right? I mean, I'm just assuming only 2 of you are watching the video because this is a very small channel and doesn't get a lot of views, and I'm very comfortable with that, by the way. Let's see what happens in the future. But by the way, I would like to thank, recently, since I've been doing Doctor Who videos and Manchester United videos, as well as the DCEU Daily, I've been getting a few, not many, but a few extra subscribers. You don't know what that means to me. Being a small YouTuber that doesn't get a lot of love, doesn't get a lot of likes, it's good to get new people in who are not bots necessarily, but are actually people who are going to watch the videos and consume the stuff and be interested in what I've got to say. So going back to the John Barrowman situation, I think John was unlucky. Someone leaked it out at the same time as the Noel Clarke stuff came out. It's unfortunate because he was already told off for it, and that's a shame because I do like John Barrowman. I mean, I don't agree with everything the geezer says in real life, but again, as I just said to you as my subscribers, we don't have to be enemies because we don't agree. But Captain Jack is a great character, and you know, John is just an open-hearted geezer, and that's it. And for me personally, I hope we see him back in Torchwood and in Doctor Who very soon. This has been the Doctor Who Daily. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Like, share, comment. Please subscribe. Please, thank you for everyone who is subscribing. And please hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection. I mean, who would want to miss this ugly mug? So, I'll be back with even more Doctor Who Daily tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.